One of the reasons why I like independent film is every once in a while you find a real gem, and that's exactly what Drought is. I got to see Drought at the Vail Film Festival as a premiere online. Drought was written and directed by Hannah Black and Megan Petersen. They also star in the film. Then the cast is rounded out by Owen and Drew Sheed. They're brothers in real life, but they play friends in the film. Quickest way to describe Drought is a coming-of-age film. We have Carl. He's about, I think he's 17. He has autism. He's on the autism spectrum. He's very OCD, and there has to be certain processes, and processes have to be done in a certain order. If not, if those processes are disrupted, he gets disrupted. And then the sister Sam, that's played by Hannah Black, she's very protective of him. She's there when he becomes disrupted and anxiety kicks in. She's there to help him. They work together. Sam is very protective of Carl, and it's pretty much her world, making sure he is happy.
All you do is control me.
Control you? All I do is try and make you happy.
Then we have an older sister that comes back into town, and then the family friend. That rounds out the cast. There's a tension between the sisters, a sense of resentment that the one left. Over the course of 24 hours, wheels fall off the wagon.
Okay, pay attention.
Cool.
Mom's in jail.
Gangster.
Carl was fired.
And Sam's like, the hell with this. We're going to hop in this ice cream truck, specific destination to chase this storm. And why are they chasing a storm? Well, Carl's very into weather. Anytime you strike up a conversation with him, he's talking about the drought, lack of rain. He's talking about supercells. These weather patterns are going to come together. There's going to be this massive storm in a certain location. He pages through, looks like a farmer's almanac. He's got other books about storms, and he's got his own little notepad. And he's always kind of looking up at the sky and trying to figure things out, putting them in order, thinking if all these things fall in this certain order, this is what's going to happen. So Sam's like, well, let's go see if Carl's right. I don't know how we're going to get there. We have very little money. So we'll deal with that as we're doing it, and the crap that's happening at home, we'll deal with all that when we get back. And things happen along the way. They meet these interesting characters, which kind of shape the story. And also, not to get sidetracked, motion. It's about the actual traveling. Something about motion. Like even when you're a child, if a baby can't sleep, you rock it, or you put it in the car and you drive, and it's soothing. There is definitely tension in his truck. It's hot. The truck is, it's no AC. They're sweating to death.
You have no idea what you're doing.
And you feel that. You really feel it in this movie. But there's also conversations that happen. You can see they're working things out. They're starting to look at themselves before they start pointing the finger at others. And I don't know if motion has to do with that, the journey of it, and the journey itself.
Are here. Well, I don't know where we are, but my bet is that Carl is right.
Give me.
You have to get them from me first.
Well, it's normal for families to be worried about each other.
Getting to the destination is more important than the destination. Yes, we want to see, is Carl right? is this kid able to look at the clouds and do all these deductions and these equations in his head and know that this storm is going to happen in this location that's 2 days away? But it's also everything that happens during that journey and everybody they meet that plays a little role in it. Definitely keep Drought on your radar. Again, there's no distribution yet, so you're going to have to wait other film festivals where they view it, hopefully other online viewings. I know there's other film festivals coming because I stuck around for the Q&A. I was on YouTube at first, and you can only reply as your channel. I didn't want to reply as Color Positive Movie or ask a question as Color Positive Movie. I felt weird doing that, so I switched over to Facebook. I asked the question as Joe. I asked a question about the title. Now that the film's done and you've been through everything, all the hurdles you had to overcome to make the film, now the film is out, does the title take on a different meaning? Because yes, drought out of Webster's dictionary, lack of rain, lack of nutrition. When the cast and crew answered the question, they touched on that. They said, yeah, each person's missing something. There's a drought. There's a lack of something in them. And once they recognize that, that's when they start to reconcile. And I think that's what Drought is about. It's about self-reflection and reconciliation with a family. And Sam touches on it. She just wants a normal family. And there's a gentleman in the film that they meet and goes, what's normal? There is no normal. Your family is your family. And I think that was a light bulb to her. Drought is heartwarming, touching. I highly recommend you check this out. I'll link their Facebook page, their Twitter. I recommend you follow it so you get it directly when this film's available again. And then if I come across some information, I'll retweet it on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, please follow me on Twitter, Facebook. Hit that subscribe button. That'd be awesome. So that's it. That's my take on Drought. And support indie films. That's important. Also, I know we're coming out of this pandemic slowly. We're starting to open things up. Be careful out there, please. Let's not take a step forward, just take 2 steps back. And until next time.
Perfect.